it's Cara May, the singing Aussie stay, and welcome to another video. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here with another concert experience, and I'm sure you can tell by the title just whose concert experience this was. I have been to 2 Stray Kids concerts in my short lifetime so far, but today I'm talking about the first one, the Maniac Tour experience, and what an experience it was. Before we get into it though, I want to quickly tell you what the question of the day is. The question of the day is, who is your Stray Kids bias? Let me know in the comments. I would really love to know. For me, personally, it's Chan Licks. I'm an Aussie stay, so obviously I gotta love my Aussie boys. But anyway, let's get into the actual story part of the video. One of the only things I remember about the actual ticket war was that my ticket war per se was about 2 hours. Most stressful 2 hours of my life. Got them, surprisingly, I don't know how. Was very happy, but I got the nosebleeds though. But you know what? It didn't matter, because if you know anything about Rod Laver Arena, it's tiny in comparison to like Marvel or the MCG. Nosebleeds at Rod Laver honestly isn't really too bad. So yes, I did not care where I was sitting as long as I could see them and as long as I was seeing them. I don't know if that made any sense. As long as it wasn't like in front of a pillar or something, I don't know, but we could. They were short as hell, obviously, but we could see them. It was fine. So if you know anything about me, you know that I am a busker, a Melbourne busker. I don't busk as often as I would, but I do plan on getting back to it this year. I did absolutely none last year, but anyway, we don't talk about that. But essentially, the week leading up to the Stray Kids concert, I was in the city busking a couple of days that week, mainly sort of the closer towards the concert, because I knew that, well, you never know who's watching really. I mean, I mainly did it to catch any attention of stays that were around, whether they be international stays that were staying in Melbourne for like a couple of days before. You know, just in case, you know. I had a couple of Stray Kids songs in my busking repertoire at the time, so if I could catch their attention, that'd be good. I love talking with other stays. I think it's just amazing. It's incredible. But you know, apart from stays who noticed that I was wearing a Stray Kids hoodie and noticed that I had my 2 skazoos, Wolfchan and Bukari, they were on display as a part of my busking set at the time. But yeah, so that's kind of the reason why they realized that I was a stay, but you never know. There also could have been, you know, JYP staff, I doubt it fully, or any of the members themselves. There weren't, obviously, but again, you never know who could be watching. If you know anything about Chan, especially, he's everywhere. He's probably watching this video. No, mind you, even if I did see any of the Stray Kids members on the street, I think I would be way too scared to say anything. So I'd much rather just, you know, enjoy their presence from afar. If I'm gonna be that flustered, if I'm gonna be that much of a mess. There was one particular girl who came up to me and, you know, complimented my voice and, you know, admired the fact that we were both stays, which was pretty cool. But she didn't stay for long, but it was still nice that I got to say hi. And as I was leaving the city, coming back home, I swear to God, I got the biggest FOMO of my life, because that clip of Chanlix at Fed Square with those rotating chairs popped up, and I swear to God, they had only just posted it maybe, what, like an hour or 2 ago, and I had just left the city and I was like, are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Because I was busking on Swanston Street, and it's a long street, but it's still not very far from Fed Square, so potentially the closest I'll ever be to the Stray Kids members themselves. I don't know. Apart from the actual concert and the second one, which I'll get into in another video. But anyway, cut to the next day, which was actually day one. There were 2 concerts in Melbourne. Day 1 of Stray Kids in Melbourne for the Maniac Tour. And I actually met up with that same girl from the other day, who, you know, complimented my set and everything. And she had some spare time on her hands, and I was about to finish up my set, so she stuck around and we actually hung out together for the day. It was pretty cool. We started off just by going to Hosier Lane, which is where the Stray Kids murals were. We took a bunch of photos with them. They were really cool, especially after Hyunlix discovered them and posted them on Instagram, I think it was, I'm not sure. And after walking around for a bit, we had decided, it was actually a really hot day. It was October, I think. Yeah, it was pretty damn hot. So we just, I think it was me who, no, she suggested that we just get ice cream. And I was like, okay, sure. I got up Google Maps on my phone. I was like, nearest ice cream place. So we went to this ice cream place. I don't actually remember what it was called. I'll have to look it up. Give me a split second. Okay, forgive me if I pronounce this wrong, but I think it's Pita Pippo? I don't know. But this is essentially what it looks like. Why am I doing this? I could literally just put the photo up on the screen for you. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And honestly, great ice cream. The flavor I got was Nutella swirl, because if you know anything about me, I love my sugar and I love my Nutella, so that's what I got. They had the option of putting like syrup inside the ice cream as well, which was pretty cool, but I just decided, you know what, I'm not gonna go overboard. I'm just gonna have the Nutella swirl ice cream. So after that, we headed to the place where Chen had actually posted a couple of iconic photos of him eating ice cream and the ice cream's all melting. But we recreated those photos as well, just for funsies. There you go. Obviously not as good as the original, but still really fun to recreate. Loved it. So cut to the next night, which was day 2, which is our night. Me and my sister, we actually decided to have dinner beforehand, and we met up with the same girl, of course, and we had dinner together at Timeout in Fed Square. Oh, amazing food and drink, just letting you know. It's awesome there. It's like one of my go-to restaurants in Melbourne, in like inner Melbourne, so highly recommend Timeout. Seriously good. But anyway, took a whole heap of photos again, just because we could, really. We looked good, you know. We wanted to savor the entire night forever, and I get it. It was amazing. First Stray Kids concert. Are you joking? Oh, my heart. But the nerves were setting in for some reason. Well, I say for some reason. I was about to see my favorite artists, my absolute idols, perform some of my favorite songs live. To a lot of people, I can see why that would be nerve-wracking. And to some people, I can see why that wouldn't be nerve-wracking at all. You'd be really excited. And for the second Stray Kids experience, I was definitely like that. More excited than nervous. But for this one, I was really nervous. Don't know why, just was. In terms of the actual concert itself, I took a whole heap of clips, and all of them are on this channel as well. They're unlisted videos, but you can still find them either in my K-pop themed playlist or my doing fun stuff playlist, but either one, just you'll find them. Essentially, the whole night was a highlight, you know. One thing that I specifically remember was the song Waiting For Us. Don't kill me, but before that night, I hadn't actually heard the song Waiting For Us in its entirety. I had heard clips of it, obviously, but never in its entirety. So when literally it started playing, just the first couple of lines, I was like, oh my goodness. I kind of started tearing up. And then when the actual first chorus started, I swear to you, I was bawling. Don't call me cringe, because it's not. It's... how do I explain it? it was like this feeling of, I'm here, I made it, you know? Like, I am here and I'm watching my favorite artists perform some of my favorite songs right in front of me. Like, a surreal, is this real moment. And music is powerful. Music is supposed to do that. It's supposed to create reactions out of you. This one's pretty visceral, but still. Yeah, music is incredibly powerful, and that's why I love Stray Kids' music. And that's why you should love my music. No, I'm kidding. So after the actual concert was done, me and my sister actually booked a hotel for the night because we knew that we would be way too tired to make the journey back home afterwards, because let's be honest, concerts take a lot of energy out of us if you really, really put a lot of energy out there. It's one of my favorite things about concerts is that the artist gives you all their energy and then you're giving all your energy to them. It's like this massive chain link of just energy all in the room, and it's incredible. That's why I'm a concert girly. But yeah, super tired afterwards, but 100% worth it. And this is where, when we got back to the hotel room, Chen actually did Chen's room at that point. Oh my gosh, rest in peace to Chenny's room. You will be forever missed. But anyway, that is when Chen went live, and I learnt something that could just be the biggest coincidence of my entire life. He went to the exact same ice cream place that we went to and got the exact same flavor as me. How was I supposed to know that? What do you mean we both got Nutella swirl? And it turns out he got one of the syrups as well. It was like peanut butter or something like that. I don't know. But what? What do you mean we had the exact same ice cream flavor from the exact same place? Honestly, Chan, great choice. From experience, that was a great ice cream. You did really well picking that one. But I swear to you that I didn't plan that. I had absolutely no way of knowing at that point when I was getting the ice cream at first that one, he'd already been there, and two, he'd got the exact same flavor as me. Like, what the hell? Okay, that's just a thing that happened, I guess. Real recognizes real. All in all, 10 out of 10 experience. Would 100% do it again, and already have. Like I said, that's another video, the Dominate experience. But that is essentially all from me for now. Anyways, don't forget to answer the question of the day in the comments. Who is your Stray Kids bias? Also, I forgot to mention, do you like my hairstyle? It's very simple, but it's cute and kind of whimsy, you know? It's not really recognizable unless I point it out, but yeah, I love it. I should do it more often. Should I? Let me know. I don't know. I really like it. But essentially, like I said, that's all from me. I hope you're all doing well. I certainly am. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, Lavenders. I love you all. Bye-bye.